Taurus, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. It's for all my Taurians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, males and females. We're covering your weekly reading from the 21st till June 27th. And we also have the full moon in Capricorn this week. So try not to get too serious, too rigid, too heavy about like work, career, like lifestyle, mundane things, or get too stressed about that. Try to keep things a little bit more lighthearted and not let those things like consume your mind, okay? So we're gonna be covering a little bit of work, health, and love. I'll have the link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested, where we will dive in deeper, continue the conversation. And of course, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, it's Nicloves with 2 eyes. All right, so Taurus, I feel like first off, to let you know for this week, like sometimes you loving yourself will annoy people or will piss people off, but that's okay, because that just means that you are doing a good job, you're loving yourself, and it's only going to bother people who maybe don't love themselves or who don't have the capacity to see that just because I'm not in that space doesn't mean I should hate on someone that does. So continue to love yourself, put yourself first, don't dim yourself down for anyone, or try to humble yourself to make someone else feel comfortable, okay? So continue to pour into yourself. If it makes people uncomfortable, cool, maybe they're not meant to be in your life, okay? All right, so Taurus, when it comes to your health, I feel like your body is healing. So you could be healing from something, or maybe you were sick, or emotionally you were sad about something. Seems like you're healing. Maybe you're going to visit a mother this week, or talking with a mother or a mother figure in your life. I also see like speed. You may be careful when you're driving or riding your bicycle or scooter or whatever means of transportation that you may use, or walking as well, but I think more so driving. Be careful when you're driving, especially if you're going really fast. You want to make sure you're looking at your surroundings, what's going behind you, in front of you, and wear your seatbelt as well, okay? Be cautious and wear your seatbelt or your helmet, whatever you need to do, and just be careful, because I feel like your speed, or someone may come in really fast, or someone may cut you off, and I wouldn't want you guys to get into a little accident or anything. Just be extra careful this week when you're driving, okay? All right. When it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, distractions. Be careful. I think that there's going to be a lot of distractions around you, getting in between your work, career, your money, your finances. Like there could be people inviting you, like, oh, let's go to this party, let's go do this. Like, oh, it's okay, just call off work, just come here, call in sick. And you may have a lot of responsibilities or duties or obligations you need to attend to. So just make sure you're not getting too lost in these desires and getting confused, because I feel like these energies may confuse you. It may come from a person, place, or thing, but I feel like it's going to be like these desires or like fun things that may really tempt you, but may deter you from your mission, from your goal. So first, keep your priorities in straight. If you know you got things to do, make sure you do them first, and then you can go have fun, okay? But just be careful. There's gonna be a lot of distractions, maybe getting invites to places, or people talking to you when you're supposed to be handling or talking to a client, or just a lot of distractions. So try to stay as focused as you can, and then, work first, and then keep the play and fun times after, okay? All right, so when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, some of you can have Capricorn somewhere in your chart. And as far as the other person you could be dealing with, I feel, and this could be past, present, future, most likely an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But of course, it doesn't have to be. It could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy that this person is embodying. But it's funny, because I feel like the same thing that attracted you to this person, or the same thing that they felt drawn to you and attracted them to you, is the same thing that now is causing them to feel like insecure, or is the same thing they're like criticizing you about, or calling you out, or wanting you to fix. But that was the same thing that drew them into you in the first place. Like maybe how you look, how you dress, how much attention you receive. Like this can be something that, this person really liked about you, but now is making them feel kind of insecure at the same time. Like they liked you for how you looked, and you're really attractive, they find you appealing, but now that same thing is like making them feel insecure, and may have caused them to say some things or criticize you, or be like, oh, you only care about your looks, or oh, you only care about getting attention, or you only care about money, you only care about this. And you're like, no, what are you talking about? That's just your perception. What do you mean? Like, just because I like nice things or I like to look good doesn't mean that's all I care about. And I think it starts to get in your head and you're like, is that true? Is that all I care about? What? Like, am I actually superficial? What? Like, it starts to mess with your head because you're like, that's not who I am, but why are they saying that about me? And I think they're just like projecting their own insecurities onto you. So don't let them feel like you gotta like dim yourself down or like humble yourself or stop doing certain things or stop doing your hair a certain way, stop dressing in a certain way, stop, you know, presenting yourself just to make them feel comfortable, okay? Because I feel like they're gonna try to make you feel guilty or they have in the past, or make it seem like you're superficial or like that's all you care about. And maybe that's not the case at all. That could just be their own perception, but it makes you feel like self-conscious all of a sudden now. So it looks like this person could have said something to you that was a little bit hurtful, or could have gave you like the silent treatment and maybe ghosted you or just stopped talking to you, or has been kind of distant with you for whatever reason. And that kind of messed with your head. And you're like, did I do something? Like what? Like, I don't really understand. And honestly, I don't think you did do anything. You were just being you. You were literally just being you. There was nothing you did wrong. But it looks like now they feel guilty for saying or treating you that way, or maybe ghosting you or being kind of cold and detached. I think they feel guilty because they know you didn't deserve it and you actually didn't do anything wrong, Taurus. And I think now they want to talk to you, or they want to, I don't know, come into peaceful terms. And now that maybe they cleared their mind a little bit, because they really do want to communicate with you, but maybe they feel like they don't get enough attention from you, or that you're receiving so much more attention elsewhere that they feel like they have to compete for your attention, even though maybe it's not the truth. Maybe it's not the case at all. But it looks like they want to come see you, or they want to come talk to you, or they want to reach out to you or text you or call you, and they want new love, or they want to give their cup of love to you. Maybe kind of like, okay, you know, I'm sorry, or just be like extra nice, extra kind with you now. But I think that kind of messed with your head, or it made you feel like, is there something wrong with me? Am I too worried about my job? Am I too worried about finances? Do I care too much about my appearances or how I look or the things I have? And it made you feel like all upside down, because it's not really true. It's not really who you are, but it started to mess with your head and almost make you feel like ungrounded, or like, what? Like, is there any truth to what they're saying? But don't ever let anyone else come in and tell you who you are, or tell you what you're not, tell you what you should or what you should change, or this and this and that. Like, if you know yourself, that's all you need. Don't ever let what someone else's opinion make you think differently about yourself, unless it's like constructive criticism or trying to help you. But if it's like someone saying something totally out there and you're like, what? That's not true at all. Don't ever let that influence you, because 9 times out of 10 it's probably coming off their own insecurities and they're probably just projecting onto you. Keep shining, because the right person who's supposed to be in your life is going to lift you up, is going to be your cheerleader, is going to want to pump you up, and it's going to want to like boost you. It's not going to want to like bring you down or criticize you or think, you know, accuse you of doing too much, or they're going to want to help you and build you up. Okay, but I do feel like this kind of like messed with your head and made you feel kind of like, well, man, okay, maybe I shouldn't wear this, maybe I shouldn't care about these things, or maybe I shouldn't buy these things then. And like, if that makes you happy and you like doing that, who's to say don't do that? You know, like, don't ever let someone make you feel like you can't wear certain things, or you can't act in a certain way or buy things. Like, if it makes you happy, it makes you happy. If it bothers them, that's their problem. If it's not hurting them, it's like, why are you like attacking me for it? But I think that by the end of the week, or very, very soon, you're gonna have clarity about it and know, because I think you were kind of feeling indecisive, like, is it true? Is it not? I'm not sure. But I think now you're gonna have a clear mind, like, you know what? No, like, this makes me happy. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not doing this for validation. I'm not doing this for attention. I like this. This is who I am. This is who I've been, even maybe before I met you, even before I started talking to you. So why are you trying to change me? And I think a lot of times that could be why a lot of relationships fail in connections, because people try to come in and try to change you instead of accept you for who you are and maybe grow together and evolve together, instead of try to change the person into what you want them to be, instead of just accepting them for who they are at that moment. So they do want to come in. Again, they want to reach out to you. They want to communicate. I think they do feel a little bit of guilt for doing what they did, or saying what they did, or ghosting you, or kind of, I don't know, acting cold or distant with you when it really wasn't your fault and you really didn't do anything wrong. I think they know you didn't deserve it. I feel like this person could be someone who's just like really in their head. They're really critical, and a lot of times just projects their own insecurities onto you without even realizing it. But they do like you. They do have feelings for you. I think sometimes they just like want to feel more in control. And I think you're such a powerful spirit and you don't even know it, that it intimidates them sometimes. It intimidates them at times and almost makes them feel like out of control, and that sometimes they want to like bring you down a little bit with them. But I don't think they intentionally do it in that way. It just kind of comes off that way. But we're gonna dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know, maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. All right, so we'll continue this on in the extended. The link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care, and I wish you guys all the best. Bye.